Good morning, and also to the viewers at home. We're expecting another pre-trial hearing on this asbestos multi-million rands fraud and corruption case. And just early this week, we saw the judgment by the Supreme Court of Appeal that dismissed a leave to appeal by 3 of the accused who have taken the matter to the SCA in a bid to, of course, asking the SCA to drop the charges. That includes the former SG of the ANC, Ace Magashule, businessman Edwin Sodi, as well as Tabani Zulu. This was not the first application that they have attempted. Not long ago, in the very same court within this case that is ongoing, they did place an application to have their charges against them dropped, and they maintained that the NPA's evidence is premised on the evidence that was from the state capture of Zondo Commission. And also, we know that there were additional members, or rather accused, that were added here. That includes the former PA of Ace Magashule when he was the Premier of the Free State, that is Murwadi Choloda. That's when we heard from the NPA that they are still trying to extradite, make sure that she's extradited back to South Africa to form part of this case. And there were changes, of course. Not long ago, she was one of the witnesses, but because of the NPA, the evidence, or rather the investigation that took place, and they said at some point she will form as one of the accused, knowing from this case that it has taken so much until to date. We haven't seen the conclusion as to when will be the trial date set. But I must, just to give the background of this, dates back to 2014 when Premier then, which was Ace Magashule, indicated in the state of the province address that there will be houses built, or rather there will be a roof removal to more than 30,000 houses in the Free State, and would be beneficiaries. We've been talking to them, understanding how do they feel until to date, knowing that they are living in those houses that are still roofed with asbestos. Others were telling us that their health deteriorated, and some have lost some members, given that it's health hazard to be living in a house that is roofed with asbestos. But we're back now in court, and it will just we will just hear what will happen thereof. But when we were talking to the legal expert, we heard that it will depend on what the 3 that approached the Supreme Court of Appeal have said or have instructed their legal representative. Then that would mean a trial date can be set if they do not want to petition the Supreme Court of Appeal, as we heard that they still have a legal standing to petition the Supreme Court of Appeal to have their charges against them dropped. And we, as usual, we expecting hive of activity outside, as we know that some members of the ANC, or rather in ANC regalia, would come to support Ace Magashule, who has maintained that this is just a political ploy in an effort to paralyze his political career. That has been always his stance, saying that this was just one of those cases whereby the NPA was just playing around, delaying tactics, and saying that he is ready, of course, to be for this case to continue. However, when we would ask him as to, you are the one who petitions or approach another court to have charges against you to be dropped, and he would indicate that it's because there is no evidence thereof that links him to the 255 million rand fraud and corruption case. It's back to you.